When he touched it off, he knew it.
Yep.
Listen, you might not like the antics, I'm going to put that in quotations because I'm not the one saying that. You might not like what Ronald Acuña Jr. does after hitting home runs, but you know who did like it? LeBron James, and this clip got nearly 1.5 million views over on Twitter, which means that the game will be growing from within. If we can grab fans from LeBron James and his Twitter account and other fans that are going to be retweeting this clip, it's just great for the game of baseball. So that could have been a boring home run. Instead, Ronald turns it into a viral clip, and we need more of that. So Ronald, keep doing your thing, buddy. What's going on, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. We have so much to talk about today. Two highly anticipated big league debuts happened over the weekend. Ronald showed off his speed yesterday. He scored from first base on a bloop single to left field, and then the Rangers manager came out and dissed not only the Yankees, but also their stadium. He called them a little league team, basically. Now, a quick reminder, if you're going to any baseball games anytime soon or concerts, use code Fuzzy on SeatGeek to save yourself 20 bucks off your entire order. All right, without further ado, again, thank you for all the support. I enjoyed my 2 days off, but it went by way too quick. But back to baseball. Look at that insane play. Juan Soto goes up the middle, but Andrew, the genius himself, he is a defensive wizard, dives and goes behind the back like he's playing NBA Street V3, that video game from back in the day. So even though it's not a hit, Soto gets the RBI, and national starting pitcher Eric Fetty shuts the Halos down through 5. It got worse for Halo fans because they go down 3-0, but then Captain Jack, no, this is not a Johnny Depp trial video, Jack Mayfield rips a 2-run single in the bottom of the 5th, which sets up this wow moment. Ohtani just narrowly misses a walk-off home run. He doubles in Rengifo and Taylor Ward. He ties it at 3 runs apiece, and because he's in scoring position, Rendon puts it in play, and Ohtani glides all the way home to win it. The Angels are top 5 in almost every offensive category, and they're 14th in team ERA. They have 2 or 3 shutouts under their belt. The Astros, the Angels, they're within a half game of each other. So let me know in the comment section down below, if you had to predict and put all of your money on the table, who's coming out of that division as the top dog? A question I've asked a few times this year, and I'm going to answer it for you. Yes, we all like Jazz, and we all should love Trevor Rogers as well. 5 shutout innings, and he's just so much fun to watch because of how big of a human he is. He's 6'5", 220, 230, and he throws gas. I just love watching him carve people up. Joe Musgrove kept the Padres as close as he could. He goes 7 innings. He does give up 2 earned runs, so the Padres are going to need a magical 9th inning to win this one. CJ Abrams gets on with 2 outs, so he kept the game alive, so 2 runners are on base for Jorge Alfaro. And if you don't remember, he was DFA'd, released, dropped by the Marlins a few months ago, and of course the baseball gods made this moment happen. Also, I just want to mention, a lot of people get mad when I say the baseball gods. I'm not actually serious, it's really just a meme, but I can't tell if that was powered by the gods themselves or the fact that Jorge Alfaro used all of his strength to hit this baseball 450 feet because it was Mother's Day and he wanted to do something special. So yeah, I don't know what it was, but the Padres win 3-2. The Mariners and the Rays, I think this was, no, it's not the final walk-off. We have a debut, ladies and gentlemen, the 20th overall pick in 2019, George Kirby. He has been talked about widely for the last 2 years, probably like the last year and a half, really regularly. His off speed has so much movement and his command is nuts. 7 strikeouts and 6 scoreless innings, and he did not walk anyone. Ryan Yarbrough of the Rays was really good as well. Both teams head into the 8th without a single run when Manuel Margot finally puts a run on the board with a solo shot, and Abraham Toro saves his team with a solo shot of his own in the bottom of the 9th. So we need free baseball, extra innings. Ty France has been scuffling after the Ruthian start to the season, but he delivers on this one, and hopefully they can use this as a momentum shifter because Ty France and the Mariners, both of them, have been scuffling over the last week, maybe week and a half. The Yankees and the Rangers, Garrett Cole has found himself with nearly a 20-inning shutout streak. Ever since we were all talking about Garrett Cole is washed up, he's not the same without Spider Tack, he has showed the baseball world he is in fact still dominant. Dane Dunning was really good as well. He matched Garrett pitch for pitch. It was 0-0 going into the bottom of the 6th, where Stanton hits the always underrated sac fly to give the Yankees a 1-0 lead, but Cole Calhoun answers. He ends the score the streak of Garrett Cole with a 355-foot, definitely not a moonshot. Garrett Cole comes out of the game, so over his last 5 starts, he has 34 strikeouts and 26 innings and a minuscule 2.05 ERA. Anyways, New York is still tied in the bottom of the 9th when Gleyber, he hits the gritty after belting one the other way for a walk-off home run. He now has 13 RBIs, 4 home runs, and a 110 OPS plus, and he's playing pretty solid defense at second base. Now, speaking of Gleyber, apparently that home run was a Little League home run because the Rangers manager, I think his name is Chris Squidward, just did not have a good take here.
small ballpark, that's a easy out in 99% of ballparks. So, the wind wasn't helping today, obviously, but, just 3-1 count. Probably going to, King is one guy that you put him back out there, you're like, okay, he's not going to give up a homer. Just happened to hit it in a little league ballpark, to right field.
So that baseball was hit 107 miles an hour, and according to the stats, it would have been a home run in 26 out of the 30 ballparks. So definitely not a Little League Yankee Stadium home run. That's not even an opinion. That is objective truth. Game number 2, this was a doubleheader. New York did not win this game, but I wanted to show off the prodigious shot from Giancarlo Stanton. Glenn Otto was on the bump. You might be asking, Fuzzy, why is that important? Well, he allows 2 earned runs against the Yankees, and he came on over in the Joey Gallo trade, so kind of a full circle moment. Eli White has been a pest against a lot of teams. He connects on this one. He's top 1% in sprint speed, and he can run into a baseball every now and then. Michael King can't save Jordan Montgomery. He throws a wild pitch to bring home the second run, and then it's not tied anymore. Brad Miller gets all of this one versus the usually unhittable Michael King. Brad Miller now has 3 home runs and 14 RBIs despite his terrible on-base skills to start the year, and then Joe Barlow comes in for the Rangers, and they grab game number 2. The Phillies and the Mets, another doubleheader. I think this is the final. Oh, wait, we have another one after this. Geez, so many doubleheaders. Former teammates are going at it. Multi-time Cy Young winner versus multi-time MVP winner. Bryce Harper wins round number 1. That was a majestic shot. And then as he's coming into the dugout, Bryce actually shouts out, he says, "I love you, Mom." Just a fun time. Bryce wasn't done yet, but this one wasn't as loud. Bryson Stott gets called up after Didi goes down with an injury, so he's filling in, and our friend goes the other way to bring home Gene Segura. Kyle Gibson ends up allowing 2 runs in the 6th to the Mets team, who legitimately will never go away, but the bullpen for Philly shuts it down with 3 no-hit innings, and Corey Knebel has 5 saves on the season. The Phillies needed that win because they blew a 6-run lead the last time they faced the Mets, but in game number 2, it was all New York, as Polar Bear Pete should actually change his nickname to Mayor of Philly, because he didn't have 1, he had 2 home runs. This one went 430 feet. He has 7 home runs, 26 RBIs, and a nearly 150 OPS plus. I mean, I want you guys to put some respect on Pete Alonso. I know he can be goofy with his celebrations, and he kind of articulates himself in a goofy way, but we are witnessing one of the most prolific power hitters to ever grace this game, so sit back and enjoy it. Chris Bassett was really good as well. He lowers his ERA to 2.45, and the Mets are the first team to 20 wins. The Royals and the Orioles, final doubleheader to talk about. Oliveira brings home the first run for Kansas City, and the Baltimore Orioles legitimately gave this game away after multiple errors and just bad defense all the way around. The Royals get on top after Michael Taylor singles home Lopez, and Salvi adds an insurance run for Scott Barlow, who is not related to Joe Barlow of the Rangers. I just wanted to throw that out there, but he grabs the save for the Royals. And then rookie MJ Melendez, he lets this ball get past him in the second game, and the Orioles use a single from Mountcastle and a sac fly from Urias to go up 3-0. Tyler Nevin gives his pitcher Bruce Zimmerman another run after an RBI single in the 5th, and the Orioles, they get some payback with a Game 2 victory. The Orioles are top 20 in team ERA, and I feel like they're getting closer and closer to being somewhat decent. Ali Rutschman's back and healthy. DL Hall and Grayson Rodriguez, in my opinion, are going to be good, so watch out for the Orioles in the next 2 or 3 seasons. The Giants and the Cardinals. Juan Yepes, he's on the board with his first big league home run. That one went 406 feet, only to get one-upped by Lamont Wade Jr., 436 feet. My goodness, I didn't even realize that Lamont was back, so that is a big-time addition for the Giants. Yaz hits a sac fly in the 2nd and then gets all of this one in the 6th, straight into McCovey Cove. I love those splash hits. He is not his grandfather, the Hall of Famer Carl Yastrzemski, but a 122 combined OPS plus and an 8 WAR through his first 320 games. That's pretty good, as Doval comes in for his 5th save, and the Giants even up the series against the Cardinals at 2 games apiece to start the year. Nick Ahmed punches one up the middle to score Ketel Marte against the Rockies, and then Jose Herrera grabs his first extra base hit and RBI on one swing. Fast forward to the bottom of the 5th when Alek Thomas, he was the other guy I was talking about in the intro, 2 highly anticipated debuts, doubles for his first hit. I mean, Arizona could be stupid between Alek Thomas, Corbin Carroll, and Jordan Lawler in the pipeline. I feel like if they can add some pitching with Zach Allen, they're going to be, actually they have good pitchers to start the year. Anyways, Thomas scores on an error from German Marquez, and Zach Allen, speaking of good pitchers and Zach Allen, 7 scoreless with 7 strikeouts. It was a win-win trade. The Marlins get Jazz Chisholm, and the Diamondbacks, they get Mr. Zach Allen. Again, one of the few win-win trades that I can remember. The Dodgers and the Cubs. Walker Buehler was looking to make some history. We'll talk about that in just a second. The Cubs do score 1 in the 1st, but LA answers with 2 runs in the 4th. And then they actually end up with 5 runs before the bottom of the 7th without hitting a single home run. There was a bunch of ground outs, sac flies, wild pitches. Okay, now we can talk about Buehler. 7 scoreless innings with 6 strikeouts, and obviously he comes out with the lead, so if he can grab this W, he will make some history. He now has the 3rd highest win percentage of any human through 100 starts ever. He also sets another record. With that 100 start, he now owns the fewest losses ever. Through the first 100 starts of his career, he only has 13 losses in 100 starts. I mean, I know his team is kind of OP. It's kind of what Patrick Mahomes is to the Chiefs. He was already on a really good team, so he's kind of being aided. But a 2.7 ERA, a .99 whip, both top 4 to start a career. Hats off to Walker Buehler. He's been better than Clayton Kershaw to start his career. I don't know if you can call this a statement game, but it really did feel like it. Contreras Williams, not Wilson, takes a walk with the bases loaded, and Ronald gets the RBI on a fielder's choice, and hype me up. Matt Olson bloops one to shallow left, so no way that you're going to score Ronald. We know that Dan's, oh my goodness. Ronald scores from first base. Baseball missed this kid so much. I'm so happy that he's back and healthy. He has 4 stolen bases, which is leading the Braves. Yeah, he's played 9 games. Adam Duvall goes the other way for an Oppo Taco. Swanson scores on a wild pitch, and Charlie Morton was playoff Charlie Morton. 5 shutout with 5 punchies, only 2 hits allowed. And my goodness, William Contreras, this ball had a family man. 112 miles an hour off the bat and 440 feet. The Braves easily beat the Brewers 9-2. The Reds and the Pirates, Zach Thompson of Pittsburgh held Cincinnati in check for the first 5 innings. He had 79 pitches, so I don't know why they took him out. Yeah, the Cincinnati Reds said, thank you very much, as Tommy Pham takes a walk with the bases loaded and Moran hits a grand slam versus his former team. But wait, he ain't done yet. Moran finishes with 6 RBIs against his former team, who actually, the Pirates have a better record at 11-16 versus 5-23. The Guardians and the Jays, Alek Manoah's offense got him off to a hot start. A quick 2-0 lead, as Cleveland always seems to just not be very good in the first inning. But J-Ran comes back. His triple in the 3rd gives him 30 RBIs on the year. And then Owen Miller has a sac fly to tie in the 3rd. Connor Pilkington had 6 strikeouts and really settled down after that first inning. Good for him. Eli Morgan comes in, holds Toronto at bay. Well, until the 7th, when George Springer comes in the 7th and scores Espinal on a sac fly. The nice part about this Cleveland squad in 2022, they never give up. And Owen Miller, he leads the charge in the 8th with a solo home run, followed up by Oscar Mercado's RBI single. Clase has a 1-2-3 inning. And the Guardians win 3 of 4 games versus one of the World Series contenders after evening a series against the Padres and sweeping the A's, but the A's have lost 9 straight, so what do we really think of the Guardians? The White Sox and the Red Sox, the battle of the top drawer, the sock drawer, the most important series in Major League Baseball. Okay, let's get serious. 3 is apparently the magic number because Chicago scores 3 in the 3rd inning, and Boston fans were thinking, oh no, not again. The children have not eaten in days. That goes back to a meme a few years ago that if the Red Sox win, kids eat free. Dallas Keuchel was really good, but he's not the guy that can go 7-8 innings anymore. And in the 6th inning, it really proves that the Red Sox make it a 1-run game. Trevor Story got booed by the fans after striking out. This chapter in Trevor's story is not starting off too well. He has a negative WAR and a horrific 51 OPS plus. Sousa comes in for his first save, and the White Sox have won 6 in a row. This AL Central is going to be a wild race. The Twins, speaking of the AL Central, we fast forward to the bottom of the 3rd, where Oakland finds themselves up 3-1 when rookie Jose Miranda clutches up, and the Twins have prospects for days. Polanco completes the comeback on a single to left, scoring Kepler and Miranda, and we have to shout out the bullpen. Minnesota's bullpen came in and only allowed 2 hits over the final 7 innings. Pagan earns his 5th save, and the Twins are rolling. They're 18-11, and they send Oakland to their 9th consecutive loss. And last but not least, the easiest game of the day to recap. Houston came in with statistically the best pitching staff in MLB. On paper, that's kind of up for debate. Well, they came out prepared for this debate. They win 5-0 after Aledmus Diaz hits a grand slam, the 4 RBI ding-dong. Jake Odorizzi throws up zeros after zeros, and Bregman, he homers, and then Javier and Harris, yeah, they were just really good. 4 no-hit innings. The Astros are looking really good all of a sudden, and they've always been really good, so that should not be a surprise. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you make of all these standings? Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Enjoy the Web Gems.
Game.
And the 1-1. Oh, what a play here. Arenado gets up the stretch.
And a dive and a little hop on that ball, too. It jumped up on him, and you can see him raise his glove.
What a play by Michael Chavis right there. Not Reynolds, but man, he's doing a great job.